Welcome to today's practice. We're going to do a seated practice. This should be something that's accessible for people of any age, 80, 90, 100. Hopefully everyone will get something out of it. We're going to be doing work to extend our spine, to add fluid to all our joints in the body, to put a little bit of life and chi energy into our muscles, ligaments, and tendons. But it should be all movements that are fairly easy and hopefully give you a bit of energy for the day ahead. Let's start just by taking a sigh. See if you can feel into your sit bones in the chair. Your ischial tuberosity is the name for them. And just press down the feet. Try and have your feet directly below the knees so they're flat to the floor. And you might like to, as you press into the toes or the ball of the foot, just notice the muscles in your leg switching on a little bit. All right, we'll start today just by lifting our hands and rolling the wrists. Let's shake them out. Any direction you like, might be up and down, might be side to side. Let's roll through all the fingers. Very good thing to do for arthritis. Just get everything moving. Qi goes from all through the body, and we invite it to move back from the fingers towards the heart and lungs. And then we'll flick out. All right, let your arms be heavy. Let's roll the shoulders. Both directions. You might like to do a big shrug and side out. And then maybe just one shoulder at a time. A little bit of a twisting, spiraling motion in the spine. Both directions. Let's take our hands up to the shoulders and we'll lift the elbows wide. Maybe change direction. Let's take elbows behind the body, pulsing for 5, and then opening out for 5. Just find your own rhythm in your own time. And we'll shake our arms. Let's take, keeping our shoulders heavy, let's take one ear down towards the shoulder. Come back up tall, tuck in your chin a little bit. Let's take a breath. Now the other ear to the shoulder. Coming up through center. Let's do one more time each side. Shoulders stay heavy. And then back through center. Let's take a big circle. Maybe just follow your nose. And just explore however big you want your circle to be. Keep your neck movement slow and steady. You might change and go back in the other direction. And then we'll meet back in the center. Let's do a little more for our spine. We'll do some lateral movement now. Take one arm heavy. See if you can keep pressing through the opposite sit bone. Come up tall, take a new breath. Sigh out down the other side. Keep going side to side, using your breath. You might like to reach over with the opposite arm. And one more time each side. Let's come up tall again. We'll take our hands behind our head. You might tuck your chin in again, press into the back of the hands. Take a breath. Let's roll one elbow back, one elbow forward, just as far as your body wants to go. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale, turn the other way. Keep your lower body heavy. You might like to press through the feet. Whatever range of movement your body will allow. Maybe one more each side. And then we'll come back to the center. Take our hands down and shake it out. Let's open up our chest. Draw the arms behind, draw the shoulder blades in at the back. And then we'll reach forward and curl the spine and tuck the chin. Inhale, opening out. Exhale, reaching forward. Keep going in your own rhythm. Maybe find a little more space between each vertebrae. Reminding ourselves that we're just inviting chi to flow through the whole body. Every cell in our body is hungry for new oxygen. One more. Come up tall and let our arms be heavy. Let's give them a little bit of a rest. Notice this feeling in the body. Bringing the hands onto the top of the legs. We're just going to, very simple, keep our back straight. See if we can lift one knee off the ground and then bring it back down. Press into that foot on the ground and then lift the opposite knee. All right, let's see if we can keep going side to side. You might like to sigh out as you lift up. Inhale as you come back down. Notice if the tendency is to lean back as you do this. Try and keep the back straight. Keep the crown of the head lifting up. We want to work those muscles in our legs, our hip flexors, our psoas muscle. All right, next time we lift up a foot off the ground, we're just going to roll our ankle. Invite some energy to flow through our ankle joint. And then we'll bring it back down. Other side, lifting, rolling the ankle. And bring it back down. A little bit different this time. We'll lift up the knee and then extend the leg long. Kick out as far as you can and take that foot back down. Notice what's happening with your breath. Keep breathing. Notice if you're holding any tension in your upper body. Spine, shoulders, elbows, everything should be heavy. Relax. Bring the feet back down. We're going to lift one of our feet and just place it over the opposite knee. In that sort of figure four shape, you might just sigh out, let that knee be heavy. And this might be enough. You might just sit here, or if you like, you might start to lift the heel that's on the ground. Just go a little bit deeper. And this might be enough, or you might like to lift the heel and just lean the upper body forward a little. You feel strong sensation in your hip joint. Just notice that feeling, allow it to be there. And then when you're ready, let's take that foot back down to the ground. Maybe a moment to notice how you feel. And then we'll switch to the other side. Might not feel the same on this side. You might just stay exactly where you are, just sighing out, feeling that sensation in the hip, or you might add in lifting the heel. Or you might start lifting the heel and just slowly drawing the upper body forward a little. Keeping the back as straight as you can. Belief in Chinese medicine is that we hold all our frustrations and irritations in our hips and shoulders. So you might just notice that sense of irritation leaving the body, maybe. When you're ready, that leg can come back down. Let's take our both legs a little wider, and we're going to have our feet and knees pointing in the same direction in a V shape. And this one, all we're going to do is just trace the outside of our legs, bringing our nose towards our knee. Doesn't matter how close it gets. And then come up the inside line of the leg. When you're tall, you might twist, take a breath in, and then sigh out. Trace down the outside of the leg. Inhale to lift up. Doesn't matter how low your hands get. In this one, we're tracing our gallbladder meridian and our liver meridian. These are just lines of energy in the body, helping everything flow again, helping our body come back to balance, to homeostasis with nature and life around us. And when you're ready, we'll slowly come back up. Draw the legs back in. Let's bring our palms in front of us, clap them together. Come up onto your sit bones. Spine is straight and tall. Take a breath. As we sigh out, we're going to just lean back and open out. Go back as far in your chair as it will allow. Inhale to come up tall. Exhale, rolling back. You might feel like you're rolling on your sit bones. And this one, we're just bringing a little bit of fire to our core abdominal muscles, deep in the belly. These are muscles we need for walking, for getting up and about. Keeping us stable and balanced, taking pressure off our spine. Do 2 more times. We'll take our palms down onto the body. Just notice how you feel for a moment. You might like to just allow your heart rate to slow, blood pressure drop. When you're ready, we'll take arms down by the side of the body. Take a breath in, lift wide and high, reaching up. At the top of the breath, turn the palms, sinking down. And let's do that movement 2 more times. Sense of welcoming in, and maybe a sense of letting go anything that doesn't serve us. Feeling of welcoming in new ideas, new habits. And maybe letting go the habits that don't serve us. We'll bring our palms together, create last little bit of heat. And taking those hands to heart center, you might like to just express a moment of gratitude to yourself for being here today. And then let's extend that gratitude to each other with a bow.